So my favorite operator. I'll admit, I'm not the person that's played the most Rainbow Six. But my favorite operator would be something between Valkyrie, Hibana, Ashe, and Smoke. I would say these four are probably my favorite four operators. Valkyrie is a nice lurker. I love Valkyrie as a lurker and a flanker. And in most games that I play, I love to flank. I love to lurk. And it's a great, great thing to have. So that's you know, my 2 cents on it. I want to see who yours is. That's for sure. So you let me know. My hair is on point. Thank you, man. I should probably wash it tonight, though. Alright. So. Dexterity going into pretty standard maneuvers. So, claiming the top side of the cafe, as the other players would probably be scaling alongside the walls. So, you see this attack is very much pushed towards attacking this side of the balcony with 3. And just Panico going along the side here is just going to be taking down some cameras along the edge. And so far, not much going on. They're just scouting around. They want to get a lot of information because Cafe is one of the maps that you can very much heavily... oh, there we go. Dex gets getting the kill with Gohan. Nicely done. So that's the first kill with the Ashe. Now, this is a map where a lot of information is needed because you don't really know. Even though there's a standard of fortifications, you don't really know how the enemy team is going to be set up because there's so many places. The bombs are centered in the middle, and then everybody can just be spread around. There's so many small rooms. There's so many different angles you need to watch out for, especially compared to different maps. The only map that would come anywhere close to this, in my opinion, is Bank. But on a map like this, a lot of information is required. You already see a Gohan getting kill number 1. He peeks and he gets number 2. Nicely done. That's Sarah down. And that is both your Rook and your Jaeger eliminated. And not really the biggest problem to have the Jaeger taken down. But there we go. The Doc taken out. And we were talking about this before, how you have the Valkyrie plus Doc. Or the Smoke plus Doc combos, where the Doc would stay on the opposite side of the objective and help out the defense. RZO getting kill in the meantime with the Bandit. Again, the Bandit not using any of the shock wires. You have 4 shock wires. As you know, with the buff now, they do have 4 instead of 3. The biggest problem here is that you're not really using him for much. A few peeks here from Optic, but he's taking some damage through the wall. Peeks in, and Arzero already able to get 1 kill. And here's another spray down, leaving the sledge all on his own. That is Panico. Need to go in here. Nicely done with the defensive. Oh my god, you need to go for the diffuser kit here. Nicely done. Oh, he's going to set it at the very last second. And there we go. This pushes Optic into the line of fire, and Panico will have the advantage to the SMG-11. Just dishes out so much damage. He's gonna spray, but get taken down. Optic! Wow, every single reason to lose there. Yet it's Optic from Famous Team R6 that will take down the diffuser. And defending this out, that was a sick defense. Milos and Gohan are a couple. Well, for Rohan. Please. I need to watch the Lord of the Rings movies yet again. Like Lord of the Rings, I need to watch the Hobbit movies and then Lord of the Rings, because the Hobbit is just a fantastic trilogy. It is amazing. I don't know what you guys will be watching this time around. There we go. Fuse and a Capitao. This is more of a meta pick. A Capitao is always good. Mute, very good at denying information. So, Cameraman is playing the counter for cameras. Those tiny drones by just picking the mute. So, this is going to be a pretty smart pick, in my opinion. Because those signal disruptors are pretty darn tough at taking down or limiting information from drones as they try to come into the objectives, because again, we're talking about how important it is to scout on this map. Cafe has so many nooks and crannies, and small rooms, like medium rooms that people can stay in until the final defense. There's so many areas that can be exploited for it.
10 seconds to insertion.
You want to see Tachanka? Well, I wish we could
5
see
seconds to go.
Tachanka. Okay, so Panico gonna throw out his camera to the outside.
Attackers are heading out.
Bit of an off angle, but it'll work, I guess. So I want to see. Okay, they're gonna set up the Jaeger bombs. We're gonna call them Jaeger bombs for a very good reason. In a position here where you might want to flank, you might want to destroy the actual walls from here. So those disruptor systems, those trophy systems, are gonna play very well to it. Gohan playing a very weird type of play here, just scouting down the lower side of the map, whilst the attack is going in, is scouting things out as they put Terror already up top of the Hibana. I love saying Hibana. Makes me look very, very cool. By the way, let me know what do you think about the quality of the broadcast, quality of the video, quality of the audio. It's very important to me. I should probably turn off the Steam overlay, actually. This is something that happens when you're new to dual PC streaming. Alright. So, oh, getting shot from the side. Nicely done. Look, just moves in with the FAMAS here on the Twitch, getting the kill, and that's one cleaned up. They gained 2 drones in 1. And so he knows there might be more defenders right up top. Cameras being used to try to scout things out here. So cameraman is set on the objective. By the way, if you do end up seeing any nice plays, then be sure to clip here on Twitch and send them over. Tweet them at Dexterity if they're, you know, done by Dex players. Tweet them at me, etc. Let's make sure we save those clips for montages in the future. So 3v3 situation. Want to check out what's going on here with the Capitao as he sprays in, and it's gonna get the kill. Fairly low in HP, Optic, but so far so good for him. He's been that clutch player so far. Cameraman all the way in the back with his smoke. As soon as I switch, gets the kill. And that leaves a very low Capitao and the Hibana. Very good at zoning players away and taking down walls, but there's no Kairos shots remaining on the Hibana, and that leaves her all out of her zone. And Dexterity will take it and equalize it 1-1. All right. I love this, actually. I don't need to lean onto the mic. I can just move the boom arm and it does all the work for me. It's perfect for a lazy man like me. All right, so on the attack, we're going to see some the real meta picks here. Thatcher, Fuse, Twitch, Sledge, and Ash. No, Hibana. All right. Now, without having the Sledge, it makes sense to go for a Hibana pick. If they had a Sledge, then, you know, you can kind of not go for a Hibana instead of the Thatcher, that is. So it'd have a Sledge, a Fuse, a Twitch, a... well, you can go... I don't want to say Blackbeard, but you can definitely switch off of... You can go Montagne in this meta, actually. We're probably going to see... If we get to Chalet on one of the maps, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have Chalet during the Cup here today. Chalet is a map where Montagne can be very deadly, actually. It's very difficult to take him down unless you are able to flank him. He's so much more resistant to C4 charges or nitro cells.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So there is all that kind of stuff to set in mind. Now, this thing is going to be set up here by Terror. Defense pick is a Jaeger. What did they try? Oh, hello. I want to see this. Hello. All right, trying to go for the boost. Not gonna work out. They're just gonna get out of there. So we see the Val pick. You've got the Doc, you've got the Bandit, and you've got the Rook. Pretty standard on the defense. This is a defensive pick that we're always gonna see. The thing with the Doc Val thing is that, imagine it. How do I set this for maybe other people? So your Doc Valkyrie pick is basically like you playing Overwatch and you having a Pharah Mercy combo. Pharah gets the kills and Mercy heals. It's the same thing here. Valkyrie gets the flanks and gets the kill. The Doc stays on the objective and heals her long range. I have a flu, just a bit. I'm recovering from a flu. You can probably hear in my voice, actually. It's not completely ready yet, but, you know, it's worth it, I guess. Ciao. Panico dropping in to the bar. Oh, this is the bar, and I think I see Meligeni right behind the bar. Can you see him as well? Yes. I think that's Otavio as well, right next to him. I don't know what they're doing at the bar, but, you know. All right, so it looks... I'm not sure what he's doing. Not even firing at the drone here. He's going to be spotted. And Cameraman taking quite a bit of damage here, but will force him away. Spraying through the wall. Solo HP on the other end. And Dex with Gohan will clean up Wise. Double kill for Gohan as he keeps on moving with his awesome Ash. Opening the lower side. They're going to move in to aid Io. Oh, nicely done. Instant tap. And that's Gohan getting one last. Two remaining are your Val and Doc. Pick the Valkyrie trying to maneuver around here as the fuse opens fire inside of the room. But Gohan going ham yet again. Guess one more. Here's the Doc inside and they trade blows. Oh, but he's going to get revived. He revives himself. But Io goes in for the headshot and saves the day. That was almost a clutch there, but Io is just right behind, and the overpowering rate of fire of the FAMAS is just more than enough to clean everybody out. Nicely done. (2-1) scoreline for Dexterity. Again, if you want to check out the brackets, you can type in !bracket, !tabela in the chat. That'll give you all the information that you want. Learn Portuguese and come work at Ubisoft Brazil. I mean, to be honest, if Ubisoft Brazil ever wanted to make, you know, like an event in Brazil that has both English and Portuguese commentary, then, you know, hit me up, fam. I would love to go there. I would love to go with Panky and Verdi, probably. That would be actually a great trio. We'd go with Cast there. And Meligeni and Otavio would cast, you know, in Portuguese. And this way, everybody can have fun. How about that? Next, the finals for Brazil. But again, this is the round of 16. Oh, nicely done. That's the kill coming in. First of all, from Optic, and he takes down Panico as he overextends in the beginning. And the Buck pick is awesome. Oh, I love talking about Buck. Oh my god, I love the Canadian operator. Okay, so Buck is super sick because of that skeleton key, the Master Key shotgun that he has under the C8 SFW, so basically your M4 carbine. He can open fire directly with a fairly low ammo or fairly high ammo, high rate of fire also. Shotgun, underbarrel shotgun. And that's not something to scoff about at all. You can either get the kills, but mostly you're going to be using him as a means to open up sidewalls and open the floorings, because you see all the floors here are wooden. They can all be destroyed by gunfire or by shotgun fire, and that's basically why a lot of people will run shotguns. It is to have that penetration, basically. Alright, so enough about penetration. Let's see how they penetrate into here. Johan is set up here on his bandit. Can definitely go for it, as the Fuse already opened fire with one set of his nades, but he's waiting in for our Canadian operator, the Buck, to set right into his trap. You already see Optic taking down the inside cameras before moving in, and this is again the power of your skeleton key. Opens up the lower side. Again, you can get shot through here, but more often than not, you're opening in places where you know you have control. And those are things that will give you the advantage. Oh, grenades being lobbed down. Gonna do a bit of damage here on the Rook's silence. One flash coming in, spots it, opens fire, but unfortunately the Fuse will be a bit too strong. It's Gohan. Oh, but he fired 2 kills, 3 kills for Gohan. Are you kidding me? And he's gonna leave only Luke alive on the Twitch as he drops in, gets shot down. Luke just is not having any of this. No time remaining. Does not even have the objective in hand. And no defusal will be done. Gohan, you absolute god. The final save comes down from Cameraman with a spray on the M5K. So again, if you see some great plays, just like we saw here with Gohan, be sure to clip here on Twitch.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So, this way, we can share those great moments with everyone. Fortunately, I just received an email that I got denied partnership with Twitch, so please. Yes, I do, Melly. I know. Mielošu medico. Exactly.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright. So again, this is best of 1.
5 seconds to go.
So we'll see if the boys from Dexterity would actually make it directly 5-1 after losing a fairly unfortunate first round. So Gohan on the Ash, you're gonna see Silencio on the Hibana, the Twitch here for Ayo, Sledge for Panico, and Cameraman on the Thatcher with the AR-33. All right. And then the standard defensive loadout. Not going to see much different than this. Active defense is so strong. The black eye for information. And your shock wires. Most of the shock wires will not be used. Most people will use like 2 or 3 of the 4 shock wires. And then leave a final one for when the final phase of attack from the attackers is decided where they're going to go for, or when you have more information about what their position is, you might use that last one. But it was a lot more common before to have all of these the batteries basically used up immediately. And then that's when we talk about it, when we say, well, hey, they lost their bandit. It's not the biggest of problems because bandit's ability is a preparation phase one. The MP7 is pretty good, but it's not the end of the world. It's not like losing a Valkyrie or using a Doc, because the Doc is all about his ability, and losing a dog is much more of a bad thing compared to losing a bandit. That's, you know, the overarching theme.
Drone ready.
Right, shots coming in. That's Luke and Optic actually getting 2 kills for themselves. Luke fairly low HP, but again, he is a doc. He can heal. There we go. Stimming himself up. Still has the second one. Going in for the spray, but Terra already gets the kill. And it leaves the Hibana up top here. Silence waiting in, as well as the Twitch on Io. Oh, just shot in the leg. Takes a bit of damage. Needs to move down. And that's Io getting the kill, but he's fairly low HP. Cannot get too aggressive in a situation like this. Still has a drone to play around with, but doesn't want to sacrifice because of this position, because of the fact that there are only 2. There is not much that they can indeed do.
15 seconds remaining. A bomb has been located.
There we go. Time to go. He turns around, he gets the spray. That's 1 kill. So let's go through 3, but will not have enough time. There's 4 seconds on the timer. There we go. Nice try, Silence. But it's going to get shut down. Well done by FT. FT Rainbow Six. Famous team Rainbow Six. As they take the round. And actually, they're starting to get fairly competitive at 3-2. Giving Dexterity definitely a run for their money.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
All right. Gonna see APS fitting out there and double APS on the doors here. All right. I want to see the reasoning behind this. I would love to ask Io why putting 2 APS in that position. Somebody needs to clean that toilet though. That is terrible.
5 seconds remaining.
But the mute. I'm always very,
Covered the bomb.
you know, knowing why
Locate.
some people would pick a mute. He's very good at disrupting the enemy team. Yeah, that's for sure. With the signal disruptor. Comes with the name, but how important is it really to deny that kind of information? Not too sure. I would like to see, you know, more experienced players and more, you know, pro players letting me know, you know, hey, why would you go for that pick? What is the point for you as a pro to get a mute pick? All right. Kill number 1 coming in for Gohan. Yet again, the man is just a machine. This Gohan is 10-5. All right. Yeah. All right. So we can see he's doing quite a bit of the work. Going into the Hibana. Always up top. You can definitely use the Hibana to open up the walls from top here. Or just spraying down as you would be. So you can open up into the side room, basically the back room of the bar. Might just be 1 player in there. You want to lure them out when possible, of course. So the Ash being picked off is actually a pretty big deal because your Ash is more your aggressive Hibana. I like to think of the Ash as an aggressive Hibana. Because of that 320, that breaching charge that she has. The X-Kairos are very good, but they take time and space basically to be set up and to actually have their full effectiveness, unlike your Ash. So that loss is pretty big. Now we're coming down onto the minute mark here, and it's time for the players to get this show on the road basically. Grenade's gonna get cooked, and that's why you're gonna take these frag nades. But again, with the APS systems that have been set down, and this might just be the explanation as to why you would have 2 APF systems, the 2 trophy systems, so you can deny as much as 4 grenades. So this way you really do slow down the enemy. Gohan gonna be eliminated by Cameraman. Will be able to get a quick kill on a look. And that's the Twitch taking down the Hibana, taking fire, getting low HP, but Terra will win this out against Cameraman. Leaving Rook on half HP, gonna have to fall back and sit onto the objective. And this is time to go. The Val is on the OBJ. Kill from Silence. Hibana jumping down onto the objective. He's gonna have to drop in here. Gets the kill on a Silence, but he gets shot from the side. Panico delaying it long enough as he gets the kill on a Terror. And that'll be Dex for one more on the board. All right, match point. Will Dexterity be able to take this one right here, right now?
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I love spectating with over 60 FPS. Checking out the tweets, especially from Manny, about the great plays that we saw from Gohan. But we're going to have to see basically that level of play from FT. Now, Famous Team have given the boys from Dexterity quite a tough break in terms of being able to take the game. But it all comes down to how can you counter fragging machines on the enemy team. You know, you can probably tell from Cameraman, from Gohan, always playing together, always working around the map together. Now, the smoke pick is something I love. I love smoke. You know, smoke weed or whatever. Now, whatever the kids say nowadays. But the smoke is a great pick because you can tear open walls with the shotgun. The SMG-11 is sick. You have impact grenades. Remote gas grenades are fantastic to slow the enemies down. Especially when you have to stay on this objective where people are very funneled into it. You can't really take down all of the walls, especially with these reinforced walls right in front of them. You have to use your Hibana Kairos shots. And it's not easy really to go through here. And you see how the defensive setup is. RZO can definitely do quite a bit of damage and delay if Dexterity choose to go for a more passive route instead of just going, you know, balls to the wall and going all aggressive into it. Some praise, some sprays still from Capital. Mr. Panico is on it. Not much happening, but Dex, top Ash getting the kill on a look, so that is your bandit taken down. Not the biggest problems, again, as we were explaining before. Silence is going to go down and scout things out as Panico is doing the same as we speak. Wistek on his lower right side. And definitely go for that kill if he got the sufficient information. Wise definitely wising up for this, and here we go. Gets the tap down to 40% HP. Not the biggest problem, though. Has the breaching round in hand. That's what you get for me having tons of ping. And that's going to be huge kills in a row. All right, well, GG, well played. That was a bit anticlimactic. That's what happens when you literally have 300 ping to VR. All right, GG. 5-2 for Team Dexterity with Gohan topping the board. 5K score 12-6. Very respectable for Gohan. Overall, I have to say, Wistek was underperforming. C 1-7 BR